Doggone it. I hate when I forget that. Thank you, though. So what did you guys do for fun this weekend? Buenos días a todos. Watch TV, went outside. Yay. Trayvon, how's track coming along? Kendall, Malia. Oh, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. See? Anybody do anything? Go anywhere fun? Talk to me this morning while we see. Got top 5 out of 13 people. Wow, that's fantastic. Great job. Felicitaciones, Trayvon. Hola, Jomarian. How's everyone today? Estamos bien? Okay, so while we wait for everyone, I have 2 truths and a lie behind us. Have you guys know how to play 2 truths and a lie? You have to figure out which one is the lie. Okay. So can y'all see my screen? Which one is the lie? Okay. And you can guess based on your bank of knowledge in your brain, or you can Google it, whichever you prefer. Okay. So true or false? Guatemala is the birthplace of chocolate. True or false? The official language is Quiche or Mayan. Number 3, número 3, Guatemala City is the largest city in Central America. So tell me 1, 2, or 3, which one is the lie? You're just figuring out which one is the lie. So tell me, if you think number 1 is the lie, put 1 in the chat. If you think 2 is the lie, etc., etc. Which one's the lie? Hola, Arshad, Troy, Shamar, Bernadette. ¿Cómo estamos? We're trying to figure out which is the lie, you guys. Behind me, we have 3 statements about Guatemala. Tell me which one is the lie, 1, 2, or 3. I want to hear from everyone. Shamar, how you doing today? Good. Arshad, how about you? Kinsley? Which one's the lie, you guys? What are you guessing? Okay. All right. So far, most people are telling me that number 1 is the lie. Which one do you think is the lie? So behind me, if I get out of the way, is actually a picture of Guatemala City skyline. Right? And then over here, you can see where Guatemala is here in the purple, right? In Central America, it borders Mexico, right? This purple one is Guatemala. And then down here behind me, you can kind of see, well, we're here, right? We're right here in the middle of North America. And then if you can see that little red dot, that's where Guatemala is. Okay, good morning, Ethan. So guesses, you guys, I'm still getting some guesses. Most of y'all are telling me number 1 is the lie. What do y'all say? What do you guess? If you haven't guessed yet, pop it in the chat. Okay, so number 1 says Guatemala is the birthplace of chocolate. And that is true. And most of you guys said number 1, but that is true, true, true. Because, you know, chocolate comes from like the cocoa bean, comes in like a pod. It's really kind of a gross looking thing before you process it, but it grows in that kind of climate, you know, sort of tropical climate, big old pod kind of a thing. So number 1 is true. Number 2, the official language is Quiche or Mayan. So Guatemala, again, here in the purple. If you've ever heard of the Maya, the empire, they had sort of an empire, the Mayan culture, civilization, if you will. And it was in that area of what is southern Mexico and Guatemala today. And they spoke Quiche, Quiche is a type of Mayan. And so is this true or false? Is this a lie or the truth? You guys, this is the lie. The official language, number 2, was the lie. The official language in Guatemala today is Spanish. Okay. So we have to remember sometimes that, what we consider, Latin culture in Mexico, Central America, South America, whatever, the populations were indigenous. They were native to the Americas, and they have their own language. They don't always speak Spanish, especially in rural areas. Okay. So we could still go to Guatemala today and hear Quiche spoken, right? Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then number 3, Guatemala City is the largest city in Central America. Guatemala City is the largest city in Central America. So if you guessed number 2 as the lie, give yourself a round of applause. Okay, good job. Good job. All right, why are we talking about Guatemala? Because our next unit, the theme is Guatemala. Okay, muy bien. So I'm hoping y'all had a great weekend. I am on focus mode, am I not? Yes, I am. Yay. Okay. So here's what the plan is today, right, you guys? Give me a sec. We are going to finish our last unit. Oops. Now, our last unit, was on Puerto Rico. So behind me, I have the flag of Puerto Rico. And it says, vamos a prepararnos para la prueba. So we are going to have a quiz on Wednesday on unit 2, which is the unit on Puerto Rico. Okay. And so we're going to spend most of today reviewing and finishing unit 2. You guys, we are like down to the wire on school. We have approximately, I don't know, I haven't counted the days, but I'm going to say 2.5 days, 2.5 weeks rather. And, we don't meet every day. So I think we only have something like 7 or 8 days, right? Something like that. So we really need to, make sure that we are finishing, that we're asking questions, that we're staying on task, right? That we're zoomed in, if you will, into class for any instructions or any help. Okay. Yes. So we need to finish this school year up. And today we're going to focus on finishing up this unit 2. All righty. All right. Any questions about what I just said, Classy? Because we need to get started today. All right. So we are going to warm up with, again, in preparing ourselves for our quiz on Wednesday. And we're going to review a little bit about how to conjugate those AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. And I have a couple of rap songs to help us with those rap songs. Okay. So we want to pay attention. You want to make sure that your audio is on. Okay. Like I said, we're reviewing for the quiz and we're finishing up unit 2. So this is one way that we're going to do it. Okay. Okay, here we go. So let's review real quickly about how to conjugate.
It was me trying to really put a lot of my artistic ability.
All right. All right. Any questions? Everybody can see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can see my screen. We have weird weather happening here. Okay. Yes. Are we all good? All right. Sorry about that. I was distracted for a minute. Okay. Make sure that you can hear.
Rat, cat, mat, hat, boy. Yo, my bars are so hot. I'm about to start rapping in Spanish. I agree with you, bro. Your bars are so hot, man. You gotta spit in another language. Yo, tú sabes hablar español. Yo hablas español, so you gotta speak in Spanish. Yo, son, that's not correct conjugation, boy. You better learn how you. Man, sit down. Let me teach you about some conjugation real quick.
conjugate the regular verbs that end in AR. Remove the AR at the endings, I'll show you what they are. If it's yo, then it is an O. If it's tú, then it is an as. Él a usted, te hablen de nada. Nosotros encenamos, ellos ellas ustedes encenan. Ahora tú sabes conjugar. O, as, a, amos, a, yeah. Dime, o, as, a, amos, a, yeah, yeah. O, as, a, amos, a, yeah. Parar. Yo paro, tú paras, él, ella, usted, para nosotros paramos, ellos, ellas y ustedes paran. Yeah, 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 yeah. Doing good, amar. Yo amo, tú amas, él, ella, usted, ama, nosotros amamos, ellos, ellas y ustedes aman. Yeah, 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 yeah. Very well. Hablar. Hablo, hablas, habla. Hablamos y hablan. If it's yo, then it is an O. If it's tú, then it is an as. Él, ella, usted, te hablen de nada. Nosotros encenamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes encenan. Ahora tú sabes conjugar. O, as, a, amos, a, yeah, yeah. O, as, a, amos, a, yeah, yeah. O, as, a, amos, a, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You already know what it is. We got the conjugation down on lock. Regular AR verbs, we know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in here disrespecting us, telling we don't know how to speak Spanish. Tú sabes que lo que nosotros sabemos hablar. Hey, calm down, bro, calm down. Look, it's just a song. You just.
Guys, thank you for watching this video.
Okay, there's our AR verb review. We all think of him. I don't know his name. What do y'all think of him? Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Well, I got one more.
Como un gancho. Yo, my bars in Spanish is too hot. I can't keep rapping because I'm gonna kill the game. Yo, I'm about to start singing in Spanish, yo. Nadie entiende cómo ese amor funciona. Romeo Santos don't want anything else. Dang, man. Every time I try to record, somebody gotta blow and everything like that, man.
What up?
Bro, what is all this stuff you got on right now?
Let's go have a talk.
Man. Bro, what you gotta tell me that's so important, dude?
You don't even know the struggles I've been through, bruh. All because of you. Being on the streets made me a savage. Now I'm 21 Spanish. How many verbs I got wrong? A lot. How many conjugations I got wrong? A lot.
Bro, I was just playing with you last time. It ain't even that serious. Like,
I'm about to prove to you that I got this. That I know this, man. Sit down.
so you're gonna try to come to my studio and tell me what I have to?
I done told you to sit down. 21 Spanish. Out, 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 out. ERIR verbs, they almost the same. We don't do vosotros, we ain't from Spain. The only difference is with nosotros. I'ma teach y'all first, don't look at me loco. Yo go with the O, tú go with the S. Ella usted, they go with the E. Nosotros enseñamos, ellos seas ustedes enseñen. I ain't gonna repeat myself again. O-S-E-M-O-S-N. 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 Now I'm about to teach you how it go with IR. If you know ER, you should know what they are. The only thing that changes is nosotros. Get a pen and paper, go and take some notes, bro. Yo go with the O, tú go with the S. Ella usted, they go with the E. Nosotros enseñamos, ellos seas ustedes enseñen. I ain't gonna repeat myself again. O-S-E-M-O-S-N. 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 Just so you don't still think I'm stupid, I'ma conjugate comer to this music. Yo, como, tú, comes, él, ella, usted, come, nosotros comemos, ellos, ellas, ustedes, comen. I'ma do another verb again. Vivir, yo vivo, tú vives, él, ella y usted vive. nosotros vivimos, ellos, ellas, ustedes viven. Yeah, hemos in. Then we got the hemos in. Yeah, yeah. 21 Spanish. Yeah, 21 Spanish. I'm discreet, speaking real Spanish, you know what I'm saying? 21. Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie right now. That did bump.
All right. All righty. Any preguntas? Anything that we need to clarify about how to conjugate a verb, you guys, before our quiz on Wednesday? No? Everybody good? All right. Well, I have something else lined up for us too, as a practice. All right. So check out my screen. Let me know which one you are interested in. This is the one that we usually play, right? Any of these that you're interested in? Hop in the chat. Let me know. I need y'all to join me. Factory. No? Whatever gets the most votes. So put something in if you have an opinion. I got 2 votes for factory. I got 1 vote for crypto. Crypto, 2 votes for crypto. All right, somebody needs to break the tie. Either we have a tie between factory and crypto. So somebody pop one in there, factory or crypto. Factory. All right, factory 1. Okay. All right, all good to go. All right, you guys. So put this link in the chat. I want everybody in because, like I said, we want to finish this unit today. The whole unit, you guys, the whole unit. So go ahead and click on the link in the chat. Uh-oh. Well, try it. There are 16 of you. So I should see 16 of us. Okay, I got 7. I need 16 people. Come on, you guys. All right, Jojo. I need 8 more. You will have work time today if we hurry up and log in, etc., etc. Come on, you guys. I need 8 more people in here. Eight more people. Let's go. We're wasting class time. It's not optional, you guys. If you're in class, then that's where you need to be. All right, here we go. Is it letting you in? There we go. Come on, you guys can do this. You don't need to worry about what they mean necessarily. Shamar, Tiana, Nevea, Kinsley, Elijah, Arshad, did you try to get in, Ethan? Remember, you're just figuring out what the endings should be. You don't need to necessarily worry about what they mean. All right, don't give up, you guys. Come on, Arshad, you can do this. Nevea, Malia. Yes, you guys are doing well. Keep it up. So in just a minute, you guys, once we're finished with the game here, I'm gonna pull up the actual quiz like I always do, and we'll go through it question by or section by section. So there's no surprises. Good job, you guys. Come on, everyone needs to practice. Micro glitch. All right. Don't give up, you guys. 2 minutes left. Wow. Remember, you guys, unless you have computer issues, you should be in class and participating, right? We're getting ready to review with the actual quiz, so you don't want to miss that. Wow, we got a tie. Nicely done. What? All right. Yay. Well done, you guys. Great job. Great job. Nicely done. All right. Do we have any last minute questions, you guys, on AR, verb, ER, how they work, et cetera, et cetera? Last minute questions before the unit quiz tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay. Pretty easy. Yes, it is. We've been practicing, haven't we? Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to share another screen with you real quick because I'm going to remind you of something. No, it's jumping around. All right, Ethan, I need you paying attention here. Everybody take a look at the screen, please. At my screen. Except it's still thinking, looks like. Okay. So I just want to remind you, because some of you were here like during testing and some of you weren't. In Unit 2, right, which is Puerto Rico, Unidad 2, there's a study stack and a Quizlet on house vocabulary, a Quizlet on furniture vocabulary, and a Quizlet on the verb to have, tener. So you can go back into those and play those anytime you want, right? They have games, they got the flashcards and all that goodness if you just want to do flashcards, whatever. Okay, so just a reminder that those are still in there if you need help with vocabulary. Okay. All right. If you guys will give me 1 second here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to pull up the actual quiz in VHL. And we're going to look at each section, and you guys will have an opportunity to ask me questions about, like, what does it want from me? I don't understand the instructions, you know, whatever it is. Okay. So we're going to go through that here real quickly, but you need to give me 1 second because it's in VHL and it takes me a minute to pull that up. Okay. All right. You guys ready? You ready to see what's in this quiz? Okay. Again, any questions that you have, pop it in the chat, please. Okay. All right, Ethan, you looking? Here we go. So in our first section, you guys, it says, which item is most likely to be in each room? So you have a sentence prompt like this one, en la sala, so in the family room. There is una estufa, un inodoro, or una mesita de noche. Okay. And so, or un televisor. So you need to know like what the rooms are, and you need to know the furniture. And like I said, there are Quizlets, right, in the module to practice with this. Now, the other thing that you could do, if you have your guided notes, which you should be able to still access in Canvas, or if you downloaded them or made a copy or something, or if you remember, our guided notes were organized by room, just like this activity, right? In the bedroom, you see blah, blah, blah. In the kitchen, there's this and this and that, right? So if you can access your guided notes and you want to look at them room by room to know what furniture is in there, you also have that possibility. Okay. So that's exercise 1. You have to choose which furniture item would be most likely in each room, which means you need to know what the rooms are and you need to know what the furniture items are. Okay. Okay. In the second section, we have images of things. So like an elevator or steps, right? And then you just need to pick what you see in the picture, right? Just simple vocabulary. Okay. All right. So there are 10 of those. Okay. In our next section, it says choose the chore. So our chore was tareas domésticas. Remember, those vocab slides are in the module as well. And again, it's separated by room. So en la sala, right? So in the family room, which chore best completes the sentence? Pasar la aspiradora, lavar los platos, o pasear al perro. So you got to figure out which chore is best for each room. Okay, tareas domésticas. It's the slides are in your unit, in your module. Okay. Questions there. So make sure you know apagar la luz, is that turn on or turn off the light? Okay, so you need to make sure that you're aware of what they mean. Okay, if you guys need me to slow down or stop, let me know. In section 4, notice you guys, we have 4 sections so far. We're matching the subject with the appropriate sentence ending. Okay, so singular or plural, whatever, right? And you're going to pick. You're matching the subject with the appropriate sentence ending. So if the subject is nosotros, would you choose abres la ventana? Would you choose prendo la luz? Which would you choose that matches with nosotros? Okay, any questions about section 4? Okay. All right, let's look at 5. it says choose the form that completes each sentence. So once again, you have a subject, yo, tú, ellos, usted, or nosotros, and you're going to pick, is it saco or sacamos? Okay, those are pretty simple. Notice we're on section 6, you guys, so please don't be late on Wednesday. Be on time and ready to rock and roll. Complete the following sentences with the verbs. Now, this one you will have to type in yourself. So you have to figure out los niños would be ellos, and then you take your limpiar, what is the correct ending, and you're going to type it in. Remember, you guys, the best way to get the proper spelling is to just take off the AR, the ER, or the IR to find the root of the stem and then add whatever you need to add, right? But the best way to get the spelling is just don't mess with it too much. Just take off the AR, ER, or IR and then add your ending. Okay, our last section is 7. Again, you're matching each household action with the image. So what are we doing in the pictures? And you just click one and you submit it. Okay, nothing difficult, but there are 7 of them, right? And so I would spend some time in the vocab slides, like I said, in the Quizlets, knowing what rooms, what furniture items, right? Okay, all right, any questions? So 3, 2, 1 in the chat. Tell me how comfortable you're feeling about this quiz. 3, I got it. 2, I probably should look at some notes. Or 1, I don't have any idea. 3, 2, 1, tell me what you're feeling about it. 3, I got it. 2, I should look at some notes, maybe those Quizlets. Or 1, I don't have a clue. Let me know in chat. I want to hear from everyone. Okay, very good. Or, yeah, 2.5 or, you know, whatever. Sure. Anyone else? Ethan, how about you? Kendall, Shamar, Arshad, Joe Marion, 3, 2, 1. What do you say? I got your Shamar. Yep. Elijah, what do you think? Tiana? Okay, Ethan? All right. All righty. So remember, you have all of those Quizlets. You can play those games for the vocab. You can access your notes or the slides, whichever you prefer. Okay. All right. Here's the plan. Remember what I said at the beginning of class. We only have something like 8 class periods left, maybe ish. Okay. I forget. I counted, but now I forget how many, but not many. So if we're quizzing tomorrow on unit 2, we need to finish unit 2 today. Okay. Because on Thursday or Wednesday after the quiz, if we finish, we're going to start unit 3. Okay. And so we need to make sure that we have unit 2 done. We're running out of calendar days. Okay. So what I'm going to ask everybody to do is go to grades in Canvas, please. Go to grades in Canvas. Kinsley, let's see, Kendall, you're almost there. Grades in Canvas. Malik, Malia, Nevea, Shamar, Tiana, Troy. Meet me in grades in Canvas. And I'm seeing that many of you have not completed this Donde está Puerto Rico? It's a pretty simple exercise. I'll go through the instructions here in just a second. Most of us are in a good place for the VHL assignments. Remember, they're posted in the module, in the unit module, with the little, you know, looks like a little firework thing. Okay. Some of us, quite a few of us, still need to turn in our guided notes on the ER and IR verbs, as well as the ER and IR verb practice sheet. And some of us, like the web quest, you guys, that's an easy 20 points. I mean, it's in English. You're not having to think too much. Some of us still haven't turned that in. Okay. So let's get those grades up. You guys need to give me some things to grade. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go back through these instructions for Donde está Puerto Rico. It should be the very last thing that you see in the module, Unit 2. So you're gonna click to make your own copy, and it should look like a bunch of slides. So you'll put those slides, in your drive. You'll need to come back to Canvas to upload them. Y'all know that. Okay, so each slide has a word of a food item in Puerto Rico. You're going to look up that food item, provide a description of the food. What is it made of? Okay, some of you guys turned in like mofongo, but you never told me what it was made out of. You said they put this in it and that in it, but in what? What is it made out of? Right? So be careful. What is it made from? Is it served on special occasions? Make sure that you provide an image. You can pop the image in on the blue side of the slide. And then make sure that you tell me, is it something that you would eat? Okay. So you're going to look up tostones. You're going to tell me about tostones, what's in them. Would you eat them? Do they eat them on special occasions or whatever? And then you're going to put in a picture over here of tostones. Okay. Make sure, once again, that you have completed everything in Unit 2. I'll be in GoGuardian with you. So if you have a question, just say, hey, check out my screen and I'll be more than happy to help you. But let's go into tomorrow with Unit 2 all done. Okay, Trevon, what you working on? Tiana, Malik. Elijah. Yeah, we're not in 3, Trayvon. We're in 2. We're finishing Unit 2. Did you go in grades and look to make sure? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, have you done that yet? No, I don't have a grade for that. Okay, Trevon, check the chat, please. Okay, Shamar, let me see. If you think you're done, ask me, I can double check. And you can be in playing some of those Quizlet games to prep for the quiz tomorrow, or rather Wednesday. Don't forget to maybe peek into VHL and make sure that you have done all of those, if you don't want to go through them individually. A lot of you folks are still missing the ERIR practice sheet. That's worth 41 points, you guys. That's the one I keep trying to tell you. Make sure you have it done. Make sure you have it done. There are 7 of us that have not turned that in. The ERIR practice sheet. 41 points. You want to make sure that that's the one you get done. Bernadette. If you need help with the ERIR practice sheet, then let me know. Elijah. Elijah, what are you working on? Elijah, can you check the chat? Hmm. Ethan? Hang on, I'm typing. Give me 1 second. There you go, Ethan. Nevea, can you check the chat? And Tiana, can you check the chat, please? Yeah, that's a different one. That's Limpieza en Casa de Diana. Is that the one you're working on right now? Ethan? Yeah. So if you're in the module, you should be able to find the title in the module. Remember, they're the ones that have the little like fireworks or starburst by them, and just click on it based on the title. Correct. And yeah, and I thought you said you got it to work then. Didn't you say that? Well, I mean, they're like that first one is just a drop down thing. Okay, well, that's good. You can send them to me if you got them all done. If not, you can use those to help you finish. So most of us still have things to turn in, so everyone should be working. If you have a question, let me know. Which one is that, Kendall? Can you send me like the link in your thing when you open it up? Oh, the website in the slides. Well, that's fine. You can just Google. That's okay. You can just Google. All you gotta do is type the word in. Ethan, you can upload that into Canvas. Do you know how to do that? And then you don't have to go to so many different things. Okay, thank you. Was it just the two, Ethan? Did you just email me the two? Okay. All righty, let's see. Can you pull it up on your on Go Guardian? Molly? Okay. Okay. Right. So in the first box, Malik, where it says first person singular, second person singular, et cetera, et cetera. So what, notice in the instructions, it says that it's the pronoun chart. So on this one, for example, right, you're going to put yo. Yep. And then on the next one down would be tú. Remember those? And then él, ella, and usted. On the next one, yep. And usted, there you go. And then on the plural side, you know, we have nosotros. And then, yeah, we skip that one normally, but if you want to type it in, that's cool. And then, you know, the last one would be the plurals, right? Ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Okay, good. All right, if you scroll down, there you go. So now on this left-hand one, they want us to put in what are the endings for ER verbs and what are the endings for IR verbs. So do you remember those? If not, I put them in the instructions in Canvas. You can just kind of scroll up and down or kind of go back and forth. So remember they're O, ESE, EMOS, and N. And then the IR verbs are the same, except the nosotros is going to be IMOS instead of EMOS. Do you remember those? If you remember the AR verb, they're the same thing. You just replace the A with the E. Okay, so you'll fill those in, right? Okay, if you scroll down a little bit. Okay, then it says let's practice. So they've given you a verb like comer. So all you have to do is put in the proper ending. So como, comes, come, comemos, comen. And you'll do the same for all the rest of those. A couple of them I think are IR verbs. Right? And then you just use those to help you fill in the blanks for the sentences. Does that make any sense, Malik? Okay. So remember up here, you're going to put your ER verb endings and then your IR verb endings. Then you're going to fill in the rest of the charts with the verbs that they give you. And then at the bottom, there should be some sentences and you put in the correct form of the verb that they give you in parentheses. I think they're in parentheses. Does that make sense? Yes. Absolutely. Okay. You can always inbox me if you have a question, right? Yeah. And then when you get to there, see, they give you the verb in parentheses and you just put in the correct form, right? Remember, you're going to find the stem or the root to get rid of the ER, the IR, and then you add the appropriate ending, which if you fill in the top of the worksheet is right there. I got to just kind of scroll up and down if you need help. There you go. There they are. Okay. I hope that helps, Malik. Okay, you guys, it's our time. Remember on Wednesday, quiz. Let's try to finish everything up for Unit 2 by Wednesday, okay? And be on time for the quiz so that you have all the class period that you need, you know, to get it done, okay? All right, any questions before we sign off today? All right, if you need help with anything, just send me an inbox, you know, inbox me, message me, whatever, okay? All right, you guys, adios, enjoy your lunch. Buen provecho. Enjoy your lunch.